Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. Welcome back to a Mask Monday. So it's been just a hot minute here since I have really done a lot of Mask Monday videos. Reason being is that this series caused me to accumulate so many masks over the last couple of years. And so I kind of made the decision to sort of pull back from doing Mask Monday. So I haven't really purchased very many masks myself. And while I have gotten a ton of emails from different companies to send me their mask products to test as PR, I have declined the vast majority of those. And that is just because, honestly, I had so many masks. I'm finally now starting to put a dent into that backup collection of masks that I had. And I also ended up passing a lot of masks along to a girlfriend who was kind of starting to get into skincare, but she just didn't really know where to start. And I was like, oh girl, I've got you covered. So I gave her some masks that I thought would be really suited to her skin type and that still had some good life in them. So my mask collection is kind of getting whittled back down. So despite that, I still don't want to get into like doing a bunch of these types of videos, but when Dr. Loretta reached out and asked if I was interested in trying their new tightening detox mask, I did say yes because I personally have come to love the Dr. Loretta skincare products. Their concentrated firming serum is fabulous. They have a moisturizer. I think it's their anti-aging moisturizer that is absolutely amazing. Finished an entire bottle of that and just loved it the whole way through. They have a really great skincare line. They're vegan, they are cruelty-free, and just overall, I have found the formulations to be very effective for my skin type, which if you are new to my channel, I am 42 years old. I deal with mostly oily skin. I am not one of those fortunate people who have a normal skin type. And I actually consider people who have a dry skin type fortunate as well, because it's very difficult to have an oily skin type. There's nothing more obnoxious than like having to sop off like a gallon of oil off your forehead halfway through the day. It's super frustrating. It messes with your makeup. It's just kind of a nightmare to deal with, but I know everybody's skin problems are the most obnoxious, right? So, but anyway, I deal with a lot of oiliness. I do have enlarged pores, and those genetically large pores of mine are excellent at collecting things and resulting in sebaceous filaments. Not so much blackheads anymore, but in the past I used to deal with blackheads quite a bit. So, but sebaceous filaments, not a whole lot of acne. So those are kind of my skin issues at the age of 42. Obviously, I try to buy as many anti-aging products as I can. And yeah, so I try my best to keep my skin looking as good as I can, despite the fact that she's kind of an oily mess. But despite having a very oily skin type, and hear me out here, because I know this is very foreign to a lot of oily skin girls, I really work very hard to hydrate my skin, because I have come to find that actually hydrating my skin, and I promise this comes into play with this mask as well here. Hydrating my skin makes a big difference in the amount of oil that my skin naturally produces. If my skin doesn't think that there is a Sahara happening up here on the surface, then it's not going to crank up more oil to lubricate the surface area of my skin. So even if you have oily skin, try hydrating. Use a moisturizer. Maybe don't use the moisturizer or a really heavy moisturizer during the day. During the day, kind of stick with those serums. But at night, heck yeah, use those moisturizers. See if it makes a difference for you. I really think it's important to play with skincare sometimes because, you know, yeah, you might break out here and there, but you learn some stuff about your skin, which I think is very important. Don't be afraid to play with your skincare. Don't be afraid to play with ingredients, obviously in a safe manner, especially if you have a more sensitive skin type. But don't be afraid to try different ingredients, different products from different lines, different formulations. You might find something that totally rocks your world, right? And I kind of feel feel like I found a mask that has really kind of rocked my world in this particular mask. So I received this product several weeks ago, like I said, in PR, so I didn't pay for this one. All thoughts and opinions are still my own. This is actually a mask that I plan on repurchasing myself though, because she's really good, you guys. So this mask is called the Dr. Loretta Tightening Detox Mask. This is 1.7 ounces of product here, and it comes in a really nice pump. I do appreciate the Dr. Loretta packaging. Most of it is in this kind of airless pump type of situation, and I like that a lot. I prefer that over sticking my fingers in a jar, that type of situation. I do have the product pulled up here on my iPad, so I'll just be kind of reading a little bit from that. The price point of this, by the way, is $55, so she's a little bit spendy. But what I will say is a little bit goes a long way. This is not like one of those masks where you feel like you have to put it on thickly. In fact, it's better to use it almost like a moisturizer. So this is considered a sleeping mask if you want to use it that way, or you can just use it as a like 20-minute treat to your skin. They even say to apply this before getting on an airplane. I don't know how many people are flying these days, but you can put this on before getting on the plane, and the mask is intended to just nourish your skin the entire time, and then you can rinse it off when you get to your destination, or I don't know, go to bed, depending on what time of day it is. So let me read you guys just the little blurb from their card that they sent me here, and then we'll talk about the ingredients, and then I'll tell you what I think the benefits of this really were to my skin and how I really prefer to use it. So they say that this is an all-new tightening detox mask that works hard while you relax. This lovely pink gel mask acts like a 20-minute refresh, airplane savior, or overnight tightening booster. Take advantage of your skin's need to repair while you sleep with advanced peptides designed to tighten and uplift your skin's appearance. Plus seawater algin, A-L-G-I-N. I don't think I've ever heard of algin before, but and yeast extract improve the appearance of fine lines, detoxify the pores, and provide that moisture surge you love. Soothe your skin and your stress with a delicious rose oil finish. Don't forget to take a deep breath. So yes, there is rose damascena oil in here. If you are someone who doesn't like essential oils or any type of fragrance in your products, this is not going to be the mask for you. So just know that up front. There is a rose scent to this. It's a really nice rose scent, by the way. Let me show you guys the mask here. It is a very nice gel texture. It has a really light pink kind of blushy hue to it. And the texture of it at first is, it almost feels kind of, what would you say? Lotiony, but also kind of silicone-like at the same time. But here's the thing, once you rub it into the skin, it very quickly absorbs, and it does still take a little while to dry down, but it does actually eventually dry down on the skin. So that little bit covered the entire back of my hand, and I was even able to like put some on this other hand. So a little bit goes a long way. One pump should be more than enough to do your entire face and also kind of start to bring it down onto your neck. But obviously, if you want to use it on your neck, maybe another pump to bring it down. I would definitely recommend using this all over this general area here because it's really nice, you guys. In terms of that scent, the Rose Damascena scent is, it's a very soft, pretty rose scent. It's kind of more along the lines of like that modern rose versus like grandma's powdery bathroom rose scent, if that makes sense. But it's very pleasant and it's not strong at all. So don't think that you're gonna walk around smelling like a rose garden. You're not. And in fact, once I apply this, after about 5 to 10 minutes, I don't even notice the scent at all anymore. It just kind of dissipates. So no big deal there. So your key ingredients in this mask are the tetrapeptide 4, which provides a tightened, uplifted skin contour while protecting from blue light damage. Big thing for all of us right now. Most of us are working from home or an office and are in front of computers all day and screens and our phones and TVs and everything, right? Like we are in front of screens basically all day long. So anything that you can do to protect your skin from that blue light is a good thing, obviously. There's also yeast extract in here, which detoxifies the skin of all those fussy particles that come into contact with your skin, both inside and outside. And there's also strawberry seed extract in here, which boosts the skin protective barrier to shield from environmental stressor. Other ingredients in here are glycerin, which is, again, a nice hydrator. There is seawater in here. The yeast extract, the rose damascena oil. There is also some moringa seed oil in here. It's a really nice ingredient list, you guys. I really love this mask. Now, I don't use it as a 20-minute rinse off. I basically have been using this as a moisturizer. So at the end of my skincare routine, most nights actually, I have just been using one pump of this all over my face after I use all of my other serums or whatever. And there are also nights where I am a little bit more lazy with my skincare. So there are nights where I have basically just done my double cleanse, rinsed everything off, patted my skin dry, and just put this on. Not even using an eye cream. I use it like all around the eye area. It's gentle enough for me to do that. Definitely keep it obviously away from your eyes, just like you would any eye cream, but I use it all the way underneath the eye area, and that's it. Like, that is all that I will put on my face. And I wake up the next morning with my skin looking plumped, hydrated, firmer, I guess, in the way that it's really well hydrated. And I really think that that is what helps with the firmness look of the skin, is just having it be properly hydrated, both inside and outside. So drink your water, do all that stuff internally, but also use nice hydrating products on the skin. Anytime that you do something to hydrate the skin, it is going to soften the look of your pores. It's going to soften the look of your fine lines and wrinkles, and I can absolutely attest to that. When I am not using hydrating ingredients on my skin, I look several years older than what I am. But when I take the time to drink the water, which, by the way, I hate drinking water, but I do it, and I use the proper hydrating products on my face, it makes such a huge difference, you guys. I think it's one of the easiest, simplest things that you can do. If you are not doing anything for your skin right now, just start with obviously properly cleansing it twice a day and just using a moisturizer and an SPF. Again, you could totally use this as a moisturizer. And it just makes such a difference, you guys. So in terms of a mask, I think it's a nice mask. The first time I used it, I did rinse it off and I was like, this seems like a waste. I should have just left this on my skin and kind of rubbed it in. So again, once it really sits on the skin for a while, you can see here, like, there's nothing sticky or anything left on my hands. In fact, my hand looks a lot nicer than what it did a few minutes ago. I've been dealing with really dry hands as of late. Obviously, the hand washing is a little more excessive these days, and it makes a big difference. Oh my gosh, my hands are so dry. But yeah, you guys, this is a great mask. I look forward to continuing to use this a few nights a week as just a regular moisturizer for my face, but it's called a mask. So use it either way. I think you'll enjoy it either way. I think it's definitely worth looking into. I'll obviously put a link for it in the description box down below. A big thanks to Dr. Loretta for providing this for review. It definitely got me hooked on yet another product of theirs, and I'm a fan. So again, I'll put the information in the description box down below. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch today. Let me know if you have any questions or if I didn't answer anything specific in this video in the comments down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.